Welcome, and welcome back. And thank you for joining me and spending some time with me as we will today go through the Zodiac Wheel for the month of April. So, this full moon is bringing in a lot of Libra energy. And what does that mean? Well, what it means is that we're going to be feeling the aspects of the energy coming from the Libra zodiac. So, of course, if you are in that wheel, you're going to feel at home. For some of us that may not be of the air influence, we're going to feel a little bit out of place, but we need that. And so when we understand that Libra moon is bringing and asking us to come into balance and to bring harmony into our lives, into all the aspects of our lives, we will then begin to draw in a little more of what Libra does. Libra is normally diplomatic, a peacemaker, and they want to make and support each other. So maybe this is what we need in our lives as we're entering into this field, especially with the full moon, ushering partnerships, ushering balance, ushering harmony. Okay, let's get started here. So we will go ahead and lay out the zodiac. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. All right. Got all our players in. Let's take a look at the element that they will be most affected by. So we will do the same, and hoping that everyone brings in a little bit of that balance and harmony into their lives so that you can have a fuller expression and let go of some of the things that no longer serve you. Okay, so now we're going for the job and money aspect. So we'll get these all worked out for each of the zodiacs for the full moon message for April. Let's get started with Aries. What do we have here, Aries? Okay, so beautiful message for you about tapping into the light, tapping into the things that you need to connect with and bring in a little bit of light into your life. Make that divine connection. Maybe you might have strayed a little bit and maybe you were feeling off, and with this full moon it's asking you to draw in more spirituality, more of that light that is there within you. So bring it into you and let it shine through. In the mundane aspect here, what we have is possibly you have received some type of news that you weren't very happy with. It might have been a little bit disturbing, unexpected at the moment. So this is most likely why this requirement for you to find peace among this new news that you received that you weren't ready for at this moment. So do not let yourself be taken by surprise. If you didn't get it, or if you will be receiving some news, don't let it take away your peace. And so we're seeing this, and it's interesting because, again, we've got two cards upside down, and the Buddha is showing upside down, reaffirming this peaceful situation, but it's in reverse. So obviously that's what your full moon message is really drawing you to, the spirituality, this calmness, this balance that you need for peace. So let's look at this card, and what does it say? Well, it says here, life purpose, more than money, spiritual wealth. In career, it says counselor, being guided in divine path. So definitely the cards are singing, they're talking to each other, and there must be a sign here of a little bit of disconnect with you trying to find your life purpose and understanding that life is not all about the money, that there is other forms of wealth that you need to tap into, could tap into if you so are inclined to. And definitely find with your career, it says, as you begin to find this balance, you will begin to have that sense of mental clarity, and above all, divine guidance and knowing what your life purpose is. So there you go. That is for Aries. Next one. I want to try something a little different. I'll clear out some little energy. So next one is going to be for Taurus. All right. So Taurus. Whoa. So your area that the full moon is asking you to do is you need to balance you growing. This sense of that you just hit a wall, a brick wall, whether it's at work, that you hit the ceiling, whether it's in life, that you hit a wall, whether it's in your relationship, feeling like everything is stagnant. You need to reactivate this and find out what are the things in the area that you're not growing. In life, it looks like you're dealing with someone that may be a little bit what I would consider someone that's just overly materialistic, and so it seems that the focus has been about, you know, chasing the money, getting that security, you know, having that sense of that you want everything to be right before you do something else. So in that sense, you may be imbalanced in other areas because you've been so focused on the pursuit of financial security or material security. And in that pursuit, you have stopped growing in other areas of your life, whether it's your personal relationships, whether it's your personal self, you compromising the body, but giving and not, you know, putting attention to the soul and the mind because you're just focusing on one thing. So what this is about is really bringing that balance between the spirituality, the mind, the body, and the material world. And let's see how it plays out for you with the money. The crown is upside down, so obviously it's pretty interesting here. Overcoming obstacles. There's a power play. Wealth. Okay, that's that pursuit of it, that it's almost you're chasing it and it's evading you. Owner, boss, taking charge and making progress. So you want to be your own boss. You're thinking about trying something else, but you know, you're not making progress because you're stuck in another place that, you know, your 9 to 5 is over here, but you have this other little thing that you want to do, but you can't put enough time into that. And you just feel like you can't grow, whether it's this business, whether it's this relationship. And definitely you feel that you have no control. You're losing the power. You're losing that grip on life. And you want to get that crown back because you've been making this one thing your sole purpose. And until you find that balance, which the moon in Libra is asking you to do, it's going to be a little bit power play for you. So see what you can do about working on that. Okay. Gemini. So with Gemini, what we're going to have here, okay. Your main key thing here is answers. Well, you're not getting the answers. Something is happening and it's a frustration. But guess what? If you work your cards right, if you work your program, if you work things out, what you're going to find out is you will have the answers. So apparently right now you're in the pursuit of answers for things that you've started, answers for life, answer for yourself, but it's really more about what am I supposed to do next? And that's kind of where you are kind of in a holding pattern, and you want those answers. The thing that's going to kind of be predominant with this full moon is being able to just get over that and understand that you are at the right place in your life right now. You are at the right place, Gemini, because it is a time for rebirth. It is a time that you know what? You will get the answers when you start on the journey. You've got to cross that wall, and you've just got to start walking, start riding that horse. You're not alone. You do have support on this quest that you have, on this new chapter of your life. So why is this card upside down? So the hand is upside down, and it says here, manifesting money. So you're looking like you want to start on something, you want to become a money manifester, and it just feels like, you know, that would help you get your goals of financial assistance. It says hands-on work, help getting a job. So the answers are there, and you're going to get the answers when you start on the journey, and that's when you're going to begin to manifest some money. That's how you're going to be able to get some help. But right now, if you do not start on that journey, if you don't take that first step, it's not going to happen. So make that decision to let go of trying to be perfect, trying everything to be a certain way, and just be okay that you don't have all the answers, that you're going to get them along the way. Cancer. Okay, Cancer. Believe. So a few things have happened in your life that now have given you what they call, I have this in my hand, and you can't tell me otherwise. I believe because certain things have happened to me. You don't have to tell me about the miracles. You don't have to tell me, oh, that you read it in a book. You don't know, because you know what? I have enough in my heart. I have faith. I have gone through troubled waters, and I believe that God has kept me safe. And I believe. So that's the theme for you. And this is why. Looks like you have gone through some really rough patch, and you have had to leave some people behind. You've had to leave some things that you've loved, possessions, people, things, places, and you've had to walk away. And you know what? It's okay. You know, you crossed over a different mountain, and you're ready. You're ready for this new one. Maybe you don't feel that nimbleness of spirit like you used to back when, but right now, this is okay. I'm not going to look back. I'm just going to move forward. This is no longer filling me, and I have to do away with that, because probably here, this was very toxic for you. Probably here, you were manipulated, you were used, and maybe this feeling is what you're taking with you. But you know what? There is experience, and now you know what a zebra looks like, and no one can tell you otherwise, because you believe. You've had enough things happen that you believe God has been there with you. And oh, look at this. Wow, the coffin. Be careful for bad investments and financial challenges and savings. So you may have to kind of find yourself in a position that you're actually using more of your money because you have to tap into, because of probably something that happened here. But just believe that God's got your back. When it comes to career, there may be a new chapter. You might have to get a second job, or there might be some office work that you're going to be working with. But nonetheless, what's going to hold you through is your faith. Whatever that it was, it's done. Don't worry about it. Leo. Okay. Well, how perfect can we come in here with this fire sign, you know, and you've got this Libra full moon trying to just kind of say, hey, bring yourself back into harmony, bring yourself back into balance. So some things are out of harmony in your life, and you need to find what makes you happy. You need to find what brings you joy. And when you begin to just, even if it's a little bit, find a way to bring a little bit of that recreation, a little bit of that fun, of the things that make you feel good. And it doesn't have to be blown out as far as some massive vacation, you know. It could be just something that helps you disconnect and just a small little something that you can add once a week or once a month if it's necessary. But look at that. So you've got it twice over, because now that is a driving thing that's affecting you. And for a fire sign to not have his cup full, it is, I would say, nearly sacrilegious. So you need to find your happiness. You need to find the hopes, the treasures, the goals, the dreams, the aspirations, the connections. You need to recover some of it and bring it back into your life. So far, 2 cards upside down, and hit the third one with the heart. No kidding. You do not feel complete, and something's got you bad. Emotional spending. So you are spent emotionally. You just are running out of, what to even feed yourself with. Joint finances, being supported, counselor guide, having a job you love. So a lot of things, this is what that brings you this, that you're not in harmony because of your career, because you're not really happy where you're at, because you're not emotionally fulfilled in your relationship, and because probably you just in general feeling that, you're not being supported, and you just, trying to find this meaning, your little, how you fit in the puzzle of life. And as you begin to create that one little thing that makes you happy and incorporating in your life, you're going to start creating harmony again. So ask your angels to give you a hint and bring something that gets you closer to a sense of harmony and happiness. Virgo. Okay, another upside down card. So there's been some rough patches, and you're kind of really excited about this full moon and what the energy brings for balance and harmony, because some things have recently have just taken away your peace, and just not in that happy place, and not being able to really make that time for yourself. And again, here we go with the Empress, and this is pretty critical that the Empress is showing up upside down for you, because apparently the peace is coming because there's a rough patch in your life right now. I'll call it a dry patch. It's like the garden is dry. It's not fertile, and this is going to have to do with, you're going to have to do a revamp. And the revamp is going to start with the way you think. You might want to start by doing a physical thing, such as decluttering the garage, decluttering some drawers, decluttering spaces around the house, and just getting rid of that stagnant energy. And maybe that's going to infuse you into being able to activate, that abundance. And so with the financial area, by doing that, you might be able to open up some earnings, power, and building a business, or making some sound decisions. In the career aspect, it says your corporate job, power, unstable position. So there's a lot of little things that, unfortunately, and there may be the collective Virgos that are going through this and just feeling that they've lost their mojo, they've lost the power, they've lost something, and they're trying to recuperate it again. And sometimes you have to act as if, but it's not all there. And by bringing yourself into inner peace and bringing a sense of abundance in your life, but the way to do that sometimes is by getting rid of old things that no longer serve you. And that's what this full moon is asking you to do, Virgo. Libra. All right, Libra, you must be feeling fantastic here. But yet, 2 upside down cards. Okay, so your full moon message is about, why can't you find heaven's door? Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. So what's the deal with that? Where's your connection? Have you been disconnected from your spiritual fountain? Have you been disconnected? Have you been acting as if there is no hope? Acting as if there is no faith? Come on, we need to be in harmony. We need to bring things into balance. What is going on? So it looks like recently somebody has disappointed you, somebody brought you some message, somebody broke your heart. So someone said certain things that you weren't expecting to be said, and so it's got you a little bit on the downside emotionally and spiritually, and kind of making you feel like, well, there's no hope. Why am I doing all this? You have to have faith. You need to put your faith in something more greater than you. And as you do that, well, here we go. Solid finances. You're going to be able to make some investments. Stick with your integrity and your deep values, and you will not fail. You need to go back to that. You need to go back to your values. Here in career, said something about banking, long-term position, satisfying work, and that's where you find yourself at ease when you are doing the kind of work that you love to do. So do more of that. Okay. Scorpio coming up. Scorpio. All right, initiation. Scorpio, you've gone through some really interesting times, and you have actually crossed over many challenges, proving your strength, proving your courage, proving that you're loyal to those that are loyal to you. So now you are ready now to ascend to the next echelon of life, of spiritual life, emotional life, mental life, physical life. So that's pretty interesting, and I'm really congratulations for your graduation. Okay, so be mindful though. Be mindful not to, try to create problems where there aren't any. Because right now, no one's after you, Scorpio. Nobody's chasing you. Nobody is knocking you down. Nobody is picking on you. This is really good. There is right now, nothing is in your way. Nothing is in the way of your dreams. Nothing is in the way of your successes. Nothing is in the way of your plans. You need to trust and just believe that good things will befall on you, and that you deserve this because you have gone through some really deep tests, and now this is your time to shine. So why is this clover upside down? I don't know. So it says here, lucky break, gamble, good fortune, chance. It says finance, outdoors, risky business, and surprises. So you need to don't sabotage this luck that's coming on you. Don't sabotage that. Don't be looking for, there's a conspiracy, or that, things are, someone wants this and why can't you have that? Because, sometimes people create problems where there aren't any. Just move into the moment. You need to activate this lucky streak that's coming your way. You deserve that lucky break. You are a wonderful person. You are a loving child of a heavenly Father. Remember that. You've passed on to the next level. Sagittarius. The much awaited success. And this is the tipping point, Sagittarius. You have worked so hard. You have believed. You have tried, while those around you, close and far, have not believed in you. Oh, they say they believe in you, but man, they will knock you down. They will give you that vibe, and it's like, you know what? You need to just block them out and just be like that bull on the china cabinet. Just go for it, because success is yours. This Libra moon is going to fire you up. It's going to blow the wind in your favor. You just be very careful that you might be having to deal with a very manipulative male energy who is just want to knock down your dreams, even though they say, oh no, oh yeah, just keep going, oh this and that. But you know what? You need to pretend they're not there. Just do your thing. And soon enough, they're going to be amazed at how easy things come. But you know what? You need to just do your thing. And don't pay attention to these manipulative people around you, because the gears are now in motion. God has set them. This is your time. You declare it. I declare a bounty over you, Sagittarius. I declare abundance in your life. Money flow because of your hard work. Putting plans in motion. You start those plans and God will get that gear going. building team, taking time off, and security. How wonderful is that? You've got a great month ahead. Just let go of anybody that wants to control you mentally. They don't have room. Don't let them play in your fertile playground. Capricorn. Capricorn. Okay. Why? Why do you want to stop the inevitable? Why do you want to stop the transformation that is ready to happen? Why is it that you are so afraid? Why do you come up with excuses? Why? And I know when you've got this air sign, here in the full moon saying, hey, we can move that dust around. You just got to let me do it. Oh no, here you come, just stubborn as you want to be, and say, no, I'm going to do it the hard way. Well, you know what? You're going to take others with you in that path. And do they deserve that? Do they deserve that? Ideas, because of this attitude that you have, you are blocking your own ideas. The ideas are like at the tip, at the verge of your doorway, and you just don't want to let them in because you're too busy pity, woeing, what's going on. And you know what? You need to let that go and welcome opportunities, welcome new ideas, welcome other people bringing and offering things. And where is it going to go? At least you had an expression, a communication, an engagement, a reflection of a different level of who you are today. And everyone that you meet will give you an opportunity to learn more about yourself. It's not about what you can get from them. You've got to stop that, Capricorn. Oh man, all messages are upside down. So I'm also getting that you've been getting angelic help, angelic assistance, but you have not wanted to acknowledge it, receive it. So you're just like, oh, I'm going to do this all myself. So you are stopping the abundance, the easy money, the divine intervention, light work, air-related, undecided travel. Look at that. Look at all these words. They're in the reverse, and we've got to ask yourself, why are you stopping this abundance flow? Oh, you say you want it, but why? Why is it that it's not easy money for you? Why is it that you are avoiding divine intervention? Do you have to be like Thomas and see the gouges in the hand to believe? God has given you heaven. You just need to live it on earth. Make that choice that everything else is an illusion and that you are a creator, just like your heavenly Father. He wouldn't want anything less for you. Aquarius. Okay, what is going on here, Aquarius? So, what is it? Old dogs can't learn new tricks? What's going on here? So there are going to be opportunities. Apparently, at the same time, there were big lessons, and it looks like you may have to be on this treadmill for a little bit longer because you didn't learn what you needed to learn. You didn't take in the full lesson. And yes, that might feel a little bit uncomfortable. You're still feeling that. You need to ask yourself with this full moon, as you're trying to find that harmony and trying to, get the balance that Libra's pushing onto you, is asking yourself, where is it in your life that you are lacking knowledge, and what it is that you need to learn to become better person, better at your trade, better in your community, and all the areas that you can be better about your health and about your diet and about your sleep and about the things that you're engaging in, your goals and your dreams. What else can you learn to become better? And so it looks like you do have help. You have someone that's engaging with you, that wants to be a part of your life. And so stay connected with this. This is the saving grace that you have, that there are people in your life that want to be there with your journey, with your experience, and part of your life. And keep welcoming this person in, because it is very healthy for you. But you've got to stop faking it. You've got to stop faking it. That way you can also recognize when others are not real. It says secret stash, save pennies, finding money, theft, acting, assistance, hidden potential, unknown. So there's a lot of things that will be available to you, Aquarius, when you get more knowledge. So let go of some of those stubborn things and open yourself up to knowing that, hey, all dogs can learn new tricks. Pisces. Ah, wonderful. Pisces, what a blessing. Blessings are coming your way. This full moon is bringing in a lot of things finally are beginning to make sense. A lot of things are working out, and this is wonderful. And news is coming. Blessings are bestowed on you, and you know what? On your family too. So stand in that. Stand in that glory. Stand in that connectedness. You are doing what you need to do, and just keep having that faith, because you know what? The only chains that bind are the ones that you create for yourself. So at any time, just remember that you have these blessings, and you can literally, as you could see, they have free hands, take away, lift the chains, and walk away from whatever it is. And the more that you allow God to bless you, but don't become a slave to the material world, then guess what? The blessings are going to keep coming. And look at that. Oh. Okay, we see a couple here, and we see a ring here. Financial commitments, long-term investments, partnerships, work together, fulfilling career. Very good card at the end of the day. It looks like at the end of the day here, I'm going to share it the way that it's coming to me. Got a little goosebumps for some of the collective Pisces. You're going to either get engaged, you're going to be in a relationship, business partnership, and it's something that you want to. It's by your choice that it's happening, and it's a blessing from God above. It's beautiful. All right. So let's close this out with an angel message for the collective, and we will use it from the beautiful Archangel Gabriel deck and see what the collective message for all of us is. Okay, let's give this a shuffle. That one. Listen only to love. My dear ones, this is a message for all of us. Don't allow fear to distract you from your divine mission. Each one of you, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, I put a blessing on you that love will be in your life as you let go of fear. Thank you, my lovelies. It's been wonderful, hanging out with you, and subscribe to my channel so you can get updates when I post.